Hey guys, what's up? It's Slothed here, and today we're going to be playing some Minecraft. Here I'm going to be building, and I thought I'd take the time to build a kind of medieval house. Kind of like a rich house, kind of middle class house. But anyway, you'll see. It's my own take on a fantasy house, so yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, you want to get your structure. So we're going to use some oak logs. So yeah, build up 4, as I do here. Just You want to go completely random with this if you want to build this on your own. You just make it random. Don't try to do what I do and then make your own version. See how it turns out. It might come out quite good, it might not. But it's always nice to find out. So I'm starting this build series on my channel, as I quite enjoy building. I thought I might as well record it, you know. I'm not a brilliant builder, but I'm not terrible, as some people would say. That's it. Just get the framework in, and then here this is just the foundations for a small tower. And then I just build the rest of the foundations for the main building. So the tower there is for a little staircase. You'll see me build a bit later on. So here's the entrance over here. So I'll be editing that quite a lot. So you'll see it change. You see it vary through the video. Sorry. So you want to get your structure in. I do something along those lines. See, it's very random. See, the shape's not symmetrical, which makes a good medieval house. A good medieval house, I suppose. Now, the original build design is from Madness64. He's a great YouTuber. He does great builds. He's a lot better than me. So you should go check him out. He's kind of like my influence. So yeah, that's pretty much the basic structure of the first floor in Bay. So now I thought, you know what, let's do some walls. And here I use kind of like an old Tudor style. So the wool, and you want to randomize it a bit. Now this is one of the things I got off of Madness. I just think it looks great. So you want to go and fill in all your walls like that. Just completely make it random, and it really will work out for you. So like that. And then you can even add in windows somewhere, which I'll add a bit later. I won't do it straight away, but I like to have a finished product before I add like decorations like windows and stuff like that, you know? So here we're building the start of the second floor, which is the floor, obviously. So I thought I'd use dark oak wood for this. Now it kind of randomizes it a little bit, makes it a bit different from the bottom of the first wall. Now I'll go back and take that little bit over there out. So I think dark oak wood looks great, personally. Over here, I do customize this area a lot. So if you're copying this from a tutorial, I'd watch the video first, and then I'd come back and try again, maybe. So I'd watch it and then attempt to build it. So here I'm just building some foundations for the tower. And the start of the first floor. Now these are just like little things to reinforcements, let's say. So it looks like the second floor is being held up by these bits of log. As you can see, I'm building on top of them. Gives it a very medieval vibe to it. I think it's quite cool. Hence I did it. So just go up by 4. I recommend using 4 each time rather than 3, because 3 is a little small. So that's the foundations for the second floor. And of course, then you want to go and fill it in. But you need to add the logs at the top, of course. all the way around. And then if you see corner bits like this, I personally would just make it one of the bits of oak facing upwards, so like a normal tree. Then here I just use the same style as the first floor, sorry, and just go around with the normal oak wood. Again, skipping the tower. And here just do exactly like it is up there. I thought, might as well just leave it like that. Okay. Then you want to add some like kind of leverage to the whole wall, because 2 bits of logs I don't think would hold that up personally. And then there on the corners just use a slab. If it's 2 like that, I recommend putting it on either side, and the same with 3 across. And if it's 2 on its own, just use two stairs. I recommend using cobblestone for this for the nice feel, as looks quite strong. Now, while I add the walls for the second floor, I thought I'd talk a bit more about this build series. So I'm going to be doing this build series. I'll probably do it quite a lot, depending on if you guys like it or not. I enjoy building a lot, so I'll probably record quite a lot of it. This map I'm on here, I'll probably do all the builds on it. If you want to download this map, I'll put the link in the... Actually, I won't, because this isn't my map to give out. Right. And of course, adding the walls in, just like normal. Now, with these, remember to go completely random, and of course, add some windows in where you want, like there. Like you just cut out a bit of it, and later I'll put in the panes and stuff. Yep, there we go, another spot for a window. And yet again, another spot. Yeah, that's pretty much the second floor walls done. I'm quite happy with this. I might come back later and edit it a bit. So now I thought I'd edit the tower a little bit. Because the normal walls at the bottom don't look very strong for a tower. You have the tower like separate from the building, but in the building, if you get what I mean. So I thought I'd use a little bit of cobble at the bottom, and then stone bricks to go in as the walls, just so it looks really strong, yeah? And then again, the same thing on each side. So now it looks more like a tower. And of course, adding the top in the side logs. When I use oak logs, I just think that's a nice colour. You can use any oak log colour you want, or, well, obviously not oak wood colour, but any log colour or wood colour you want. This is just what I think looks kind of nice. So now you want to add the third floor foundations. Thought this was a nice size for me. I thought I'd go a bit more symmetrical with this one, because it'd be awkward to make the roof otherwise, even though the roof on this one actually does look pretty weird, but I quite like it. I'm sure you'll see in a minute. And of course, having a little bit of overhang for the effect. So there we go, and that's more or less our floor basis. That's how big it will be. So I'd have a little think about how I should make it. I didn't want to make this one too high because then it would just look boring around the whole building. Again, doing the oak log facing up on the corner. Now I thought I'd start to make the roof for the third floor. So, using stairs and slabs of oak wood planks. Nice colour. And this now completely randomize your roof. Don't make it the way I do. This is just the way I thought it would look good for this design. So you might want to get rid of some logs in some places, like on the corners, because that doesn't affect the inside at all. So you're pretty happy to do that. Pretty safe, should I say? As I have just done here, and of course adding slabs and stairs all the way around. I wasn't too happy with the side bit sticking out too much. I thought it just looked a little bit silly, so I'll go back and edit that quite soon. Adding another oak wood plank to the corner instead of a log. Just testing out different ways to do it. See, those stuck out a bit too much, so I didn't quite like it. So yeah, I do it over there, and yeah, it makes it look a bit more thin and nice for the roof. That's kind of basic structure of the whole building, minus the tower, obviously. So just add slabs at the top there, and then just fill in the whole thing. I thought that was a bit flat, so I added one more layer on top with slabs, turning them into normal planks, I believe. Yep. And then I was quite proud of that roof, so I thought I'd move on. So I thought I'd add the next bit of the tower. Now I didn't really know how I should do the tower, because there's so many different ways you can. And the way I do it, I was quite happy with. I was definitely quite happy with. I edit the tower a bit times. The roof is mainly the biggest thing about the tower. That's the main thing you see. Now those, don't worry, you can use those if you want. They're just there for so I can put my framework in. There we go, kind of a small structure. Starting to go with the roof. Tower roofs are my favourite because they're always symmetrical most of the time. I mean, I don't know how you can't have something symmetrical in a tower when it's a small block radius and just sticks right up. Look a bit stupid otherwise. There we go. I wasn't too happy with this one, so I thought I'd edit it a little bit. Just tweak some things, such as the corners. So I thought I'd put the stairs one block higher, adding a oak wood plank underneath, and I thought that looked quite nice. And I was happy with this design. This is all I needed, and of course adding one more block or slab onto the top. Yep, oak wood and a slab, just to make the tower taller than the rest, as the tower should be the tallest part of the building, obviously. Adding the next layer of flooring / ceiling. obviously in dark oak wood to go with the flooring of the first floor / second floor. I misplaced blocks quite a few times. Don't worry about that. I try my best not to do that. So I thought I'd edit the bottom of the tower so I could add a nice addition, being a spiral staircase right up the middle to get to the second floor. Now I go back and tweak this quite a few times, as I thought it looked a bit silly at the start. Of course, doing it over here as well. I had to make sure this was the right place, and it was. I'd make it like that. So there we go, that's it from the inside. See, there's a lot more space in there now. Space for a spiral staircase. I thought I'd edit the pillar in the middle. Thought I'd make it dark oak wood. Logs, of course. Just to make it a bit different. So, see, looks quite nice. I think so anyway. And then adding of course, the stairs. So I use dark oak wood, blank slabs and planks. Going right the way up the building, up to the second floor. Here we go. This is my favourite way of making spiral staircases. So you don't bump your head on your way down or your way up. I was quite happy with that. I edited this little bit here a few times until I was happy. And of course I can't do it there. So I thought I might as well give it a try over here as well, see what it looks like. Wasn't too happy with this, so I thought I'd just have an oak log facing up. So of course there's the tower. I was thinking of what I could do, but there's not really much you can do up there. So just comment what you think should be up there at all, if you want. Or even put it in your own design. Up here on the third floor, I think this will be like a small bedroom. So we need to add the walls, obviously. Can't have it as just windows. A bit too aired out. I was thinking of where I should have the windows and where I shouldn't. Just adding a small effect there. I needed some white wool as well for the main effect. I thought I had a bit too much white wool here, so I changed it a little bit. Where I should have white wool and where, yeah, so I decided on a window there. A window there. I think I changed the window on the right, so it goes behind me instead. And I thought I needed a place where I could add a ladder. Obviously you need to have some sort of way of going up there. So yeah, I decided the ladder should go there because it goes straight up a log and it'll be reinforced. There we go. See, I change it there. Obviously to a light grey wool. There we go. Now you can add a door there if you want to. If you don't have the roof, you can make your own design here. But I thought in this design I should just go with just the third floor on its own, like so. So like that. So I was quite happy with this. There we go. You want to add the windows now? I thought glass panes might be a good idea. You don't want to go completely to bars or fences because it is a middle / high class house, obviously. I was very happy with the windows at the end. As I say, just go random with where you put the windows. Of course I need to add windows downstairs. I was having trouble thinking of where I should put them, and obviously I can't put them there, as that's the side wall. So yeah, I put these here to make it look a lot more authentic and stronger. Of course, adding more spots for the windows, like so. I was really gutted I couldn't add it there, because that's such a nice place. And I thought of what I could put there. I could put bookshelves there, or anything, or even an anvil. Just make that stair normal. There we go. And of course, adding the flooring. I'll stop saying of course, I said it too much. I might come back and change the flooring. I don't know. It's a bit samey all the way through. Now the door gets edited a lot, so you can add your own door, add your own style of door, whatever you think looks great. I thought I'd add iron bars at the top. I did think that was quite nice. I wasn't too happy with this in the end, so I tweaked it a little bit. So we'll come back to that a little bit later. I thought, you know what, I might as well have a window up there, because it's facing forward. So why not? And now, let's build the roof for the main structure of the house. I was quite happy to use oak wood planks again. Of course, using stairs and planks and slabs for more of a variety. And just go completely random with where you put the stairs, like I have done here. And again over here. I recommend not doing stairs on the end block. And so, you know what, let's go around so it'd look a lot nicer. Of course, I have to edit it a lot. I just said it of course again, I'm sorry. I was quite happy with this. Just tweaking it a little bit. And this is more or less the general structure of the house. More or less a general house done, to be honest. And adding some more roof to the tower. And I didn't want to make it too big. So there we go. That's pretty much the house is done. Not quite yet though. Thought I'd add an overlay, an overhang, so it looked a bit nicer, but it was a bit boldened. Thought I'd give it a bit more style. And down here, if you see oak logs sticking out with the cut down tree part, then I recommend using cobblestone stairs or cobblestone slabs to cover it up, depending on where it is. There we go, that's pretty much it. So now I come and edit the door, I do believe. If you want to, on where the logs stick out, where you can see where it's been cut down, I'd add stone buttons. I don't in the video because I forget. So I don't recommend using a wooden door like this. So see, it looks a bit stupid. Either way, I didn't like it either way. So with the iron bar on top, I couldn't think of anything else to put instead. So I thought, you know what, let's have a fence gate. The fence gate would look the best. I thought, you know what, that's great. Because after all, it's a medieval style house. So they're not going to have perfect doors. And here, I just had to look what size it was and if that was a slab or a full block. Adding bookshelves below. Misplacing it there, and I thought, you know what, that looks lovely. You can even add whatever you want in here, such as an anvil. Like so. But I didn't like that, so I thought I'd make a little bit extra on the house. On the side tower here. And this is kind of like an outhouse, but attached to the house itself. Adding a bit more of a worksman feel to it. So this probably owned by an average woodsman or something like that. Obviously, a woodsman wouldn't be living in a house as nice as this one. Or as fancy, or should I say. I wasn't too sure what I should do here, because I wanted the structure reinforcement, but I also wanted the roof to go right around. So there we go, I thought, you know what, let's just have a whole wooden plank. Or, yeah, just a slab actually. I made it stick out again and it looked horrible. So there we go, that's more or less it. And I'm going to get rid of the stairs here and add more to this. Just like so. Looks a bit more strong. And there we go. Your very own little outhouse kind of thing. So you put your anvil there. What I like to do is get some fences. Put them either side. You can put anything there. You can put hay. You can even put your horse there. But there you go. That's more or less the whole building done. So here we go. I forgot to add the ladder, which I'm sure I'll do now. Yep. I missed the ladder there. Pretty stupid. There we go. There we go. Okay. I hope they add different colour of ladder one day. Different colours of ladders one day. So it fits in with the build. And of course adding the bed, as it is a bedroom. So it looks quite nice. And a chest. Put it next to it, or you can even put it at the end of it. I preferred it next to it. There we go. I was quite happy with that. And yeah, well, there you have it. That is the whole house done. If you want to make one, just go ahead. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.